Okay, there we go. I keep getting ready. I look as fabulous as I can. And I'm as ready as I can be. I've got the dog all riled up. I've packed the van. This morning I woke up with, I think, with intentions to conquer and seize the day. I think what's really scaring me is that it's just the security thing. Like, trying so hard to keep a roof over my head is too stressful. I just want to be able to serve and then have a space to fill myself up, back up. And like, took me like 4 hours to get to this point. I'm in the van. The door to the house is locked. The dog is excited, as you can see. And when I start getting dressed, it already starts the anxiety, because he sees me get dressed and thinks that I need to take him somewhere. I want to take him somewhere, but if the weather's not right, or I gotta do something else, and then it like throws me off. So I pushed through that today. I wanted to take him for a stroll this morning, but it took me 4 hours to get here without taking him for a stroll even. No, stay in the van. Yeah, stay in the van. And I think I know what I need to do, but like, I don't know what's going to pay my rent. I want to do YouTube. I'm looking at the studio, the creator studio. But even that, like, I get ready, I get myself all done up, and then I feel like I don't have a decent space to record stuff from. Like, or if I have something to say and then I clean up the house, by the time the house is clean and I feel like I can bring y'all in, the moment is past. And I don't know what's going on. I want peace. I want to stop doing that in my sleep and grinding my teeth. And so I'm trying to make forward movements. Today I've got wicks for sale, hemp wicks. I brought the bag of hemp wicks, and I thought Monday morning is a good time to establish a connection or reconnect with stores. And by the time I got ready, it's afternoon. So do I still do that? I feel like, has that time passed and now it's time to do something else? If I bring the dog, he's not all the way trained for service animal. If it's too warm, I don't know what to do with him. I mean, I like my outfit and I brought everything into the car. I even made contact with a friend who said to come over, but I was going to drive her around while I have clothes to give away to people, like unclothed or people who need clothes. You don't have to be homeless to want clothes or need clothes or just want something different. I brought I even ate breakfast protein salad type of thing. Vegan. I've got my ukulele packed up in case I need to busk, because I feel like today I just need to bring some money in, and I don't want to take the dog more places, but I've got to get him some flea and tick treatment. So I've got $20, and that's like pretty much all I have, and some gas and $300 worth of retail value or wholesale value hemp wicks are available right now. I brought chalkboards and things in case I do busking and offer, my goods for sale or services. I brought, I've packed up my, no wonder I feel tall in this. Look at this. It's like, so, no wonder I feel too tall right there in the front, because it's just hanging so freaking low. Oh my gosh. And then, so I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. I'm pushing. And my hands are full of stuff. Oh, I even brought the fuzzy thing to go around the steering wheel cover for me, so that I could have somebody help me put it on. I was like, I need support. I don't have the support that I need. I know people care. It's not what I'm talking about. And I go to open the door, and for the buttons that it won't. Oh, so it does work. Oh, now I look stupid. Well, it doesn't work from the clicker. Okay, let's see. Well, that's nice to know that I can do that hands-free, but the damn freaking clicker thing, it doesn't do it. And that just sent me in a tailspin. Oh my gosh. So now that I talk about it out loud, it's going to work? What about the back one? The back one's supposed to work. Let's see if it'll open. Opening would be nice. Holy shit. Well, good, because that's what really triggered me just now this afternoon. The dog's like, what's happening? He's so cute. So that actually kind of made me feel a little better. So thank you. Mostly I'm afraid because when I know I need to take some actions. I just don't know what action is the right trajectory towards keeping the fucking roof over my head. All I want to do is do my studies, feel better so that I can overflow and serve. And I know that being in my own space is imperative for that. It would be beneficial if I had somebody actually come check in on me and help me. Like if I had help getting ready today, that would have been nice. So I don't know. So I live in a neighborhood with 65 other households, and I drew up a mock flyer idea to post at our bulletin board over here that I can do services for people's dogs. So nail trimming, walking, brushing, combing, flea and tick treatments, making natural flea and tick treatments, taking the dogs to transport to the vet, just stuff like that. And so maybe I'll go print that out. But like I said, I have $20 and I need the flea and tick treatment. And so do I get him natural stuff? I think I'm gonna, I think I'm going to stick with what I always got my other dogs, which was First Shield Trio. And that's on the other side of town. And that's why I got a hold of my friend, because it's like, well, I'm going all the way to the other side of town. So I figured I'd hit you up. And they're like, yeah, come on over. And my friend has asked me to pretty much help, manage her her art business, which is actually a dream come true, because I've been her biggest cheerleader, and I would love to be there for her in a practical, tangible way. Oh, pretty spider. Please don't crawl under the van. I don't want to run you over, boo-boo. Also, I need to get my windshield wiper fixed, but I think I could fix it with a zip tie. So I'm going to try that. I just wish I had somebody here to help me. I've known for like 15 years that I need an assistant, a personal assistant, and I would love to have that and be able to, pay both our salaries and everything. So, well, okay. I'm being nosy now. Don't know who that is. Okay, so outside of all that, oh, and then I did bring my keys to the bus. Oh, this is cute. I did bring my keys to the bus so that I can go clean it, because I need to sell it, and that right there should be paying my rent if I, for like 3 months, 3 to 5, 6 months, depending on how much I sell it for. So that's definitely a worthy pursuit. I just need to have access to the bus, because I'm 2 months behind on rent there. So maybe he'll let me come in, and I need to find, I need to move my camper over here, and I'm afraid to ask them. I don't know when my lease is up, and they said that it's just this whole thing. I'm behind on the rent this month. They haven't offered me any sort of paperwork to say, let's work this out. They're just kind of being standoffish, and I don't know if they're going to want to renew the lease. I didn't want to put this out there, but I am afraid. I'm worried about some things, and getting my autism spectrum disorder diagnosis is enlightening, to know that there's nothing wrong with me, that I require support. It's just, it is the way it is. I require support. I've known it. I don't know if I denied it before. I didn't realize that, why I was so operating and functioning so much differently than other people that I know around me. But a lot of people that I know that have autism, diagnosed or undiagnosed, have support. Like, they live with their families, or they have a spouse, or so I'm just kind of alone, and I do want to live alone. I just don't want to. I just know I need more. But so as far as I'm trying to figure out how to be more present on the YouTube. But I have some doing card readings and sharing card readings, and working towards gaining my viewership hours and subscribers, subscriptions to 500 subscriptions. We're at 122, so thank you. And I'm averaging less than 10 a year. So if we can get some momentum, you know, I think, because I've been at this for a while, I just have not been consistent. I took a lot of stuff down. I keep, like, what I want to share, YouTube hasn't liked. For some reason, when I do covers, they get taken down. They get copyright stricken. When I dance, I get copyright stricken, muted, taken down. And so I held off for a while, and I'm trying to, so I created my studio, and my equipment is just not doing it for me. I have, yeah. So, because I was like, well, let me make my own music. And then since my music's not copyrighted, I'm scared to put it out there because I know there are people that will just take it. So it's like, okay, so then it's like everything becomes this whole domino effect until I feel like I'm painted in a corner and stuck. So, but I do want to make more content and share. That starts getting triggering too, because my computers aren't working, aren't up to date. My phones keep running out of space. So then I just start self-soothing. Today is day 7 of no consuming cannabis. I actually have been a habitual cannabis smoker for 25 years. Close to 25 years. But I've been other things longer, like a consultant and an athlete. There, ever since the eclipse, it's been pretty cool in a lot of ways. And I don't want to discount that. I have a lot going on existentially, and everything tells me pull it into the tangible, ground it, make it happen, take action, do it, make a decision, or a decision will be made for you. Focus on what you're creating and nothing else. Don't allow other stories of what could be to take away from that energy, because I am those are also creations. And so I get it, and I'm not trying to be like, just throw my hands up and let things just happen to me, you know. And I could have been like halfway to my friend's house by now, but I felt compelled to come in and share right now. So, so I did. Oh, as far as like the cannabis confusion or the withdrawals, yeah, I get like the second day of not smoking pot. I'm looking at the birds, sorry. The second day of not smoking pot, I got ready. I knew what I was going to get. I had 2 items that were non-food items that were going to be useful around the house. And to this day, that was last Thursday, I still don't remember what I was going to. I sat there for 9 hours, ready, dressed and ready. Didn't know what I was going to do. Didn't know what I was doing. And then it threw my whole day off, and I didn't eat until I got so confused. I reached out to my friend that lives in town and said, look, I need support. I have food. I have a clean kitchen. I have money. I'm hungry, but I'm not moving. And we got off the phone, and instead of like finding a solution for eating, I started doing research again on stuff. And then they messaged me and said, hey, you want me to come over and I'll pick you up, go to the store. I'll just eat at your place. And I was like, yes, please. And then I was able to turn things around and get ready and get picked up. Or I was already ready. So just like get the dog ready for me to leave for 25 minutes and go for a ride and eat. And then I felt like 1,000 times better. So it's a lot in combination. But yeah, so when I went to open the door to the car, works from the inside. That's nice. Went to open the car for the car door. It messed me up. I felt like I was gonna just start crying and having a breakdown right there, and I almost did. I'm almost out of tears. I've been crying for so long, so heavily for so long, from losing my mother in August of 2022. And yeah, you're right. We need it's getting warm in here without the door open. And yeah, so I'm expanding my gifts. I'd like to open things up to have more interaction, more. So, oh yes, what do I have to offer for YouTube and content? I've got a really cool library of books I could share information from. I think of tidbits all the time of things that like, just like my perspective of things when I'm exposed to them, because I guess I'm out of touch with the status quo. I didn't know that until it's been beaten into me that I am out of touch. Like, well, your reality's overrated. I like talking about health. I've got my books, spirituality, health, wellness, business, entrepreneurial stuff. Hi, thanks for joining. Talking about taking care of dogs and pets. We can do movement together. What I'm in study, what I have courses for that I would like to start doing my courses is, I feel like it's getting choppy. Dang it. The courses that I'm enrolled in are a 1,000 hour Ayurvedic practitioner course and certified eccentrics instructor level 1 course. And I'm not even diving into those. I could do 1,000 in 6 months if I do 5.5 hours a day. So that would be great, but that would be like my part-time job. You know, that would be a full-time job. Oh, great. Why is it doing this now that someone's here? It looks like it's messing up. So yeah. Also, I guess this could be a place to practice my practices, but the eccentric stuff is very strict on what I can share and how I can share it to the masses and advertise and stuff. My cough is getting better, and I love that. I'm glad that I'm away from the cannabis right now, especially the smoking, because I feel like my teeth are whiter. I feel like, I don't know if I feel clear-headed just yet, but yeah. Oh, the doggy's bored. He pressures me. He's good though. He tries to make sure I go to bed, and he is a good service dog. He's still, so that does make it difficult to like bring him places because I I got him when he was almost a year old, so we're catching up. But yeah, I like to dance, but when I dance to other people's music, it gets muted. I like to sing karaoke and covers, but when I sing that gets copyright stricken. So we're gonna have to pivot what we're doing here. I've got some animal cards, I've got some young wisdom well cards, and I'm about to get some other cards sent to me that I'm not familiar with just yet. I'm naturally good at feeling others' pain. I have a lot of gifts I'm working on expanding. We can talk about the ascension journey and stuff like that if you guys want. We could talk about mental health and things like, you know, just whatever's interesting me at the time. I could bring you guys in, but the thing is that if we really want to like do this at a higher volume, you're gonna have to be patient with me about if the place doesn't look spotless, and if I don't have a dedicated like area, or things are kind of sporadic, while I get things figured out, because I'm in a lot of I'm still like, I'm ready to serve at a greater level than I have been since mom passed, but I'm still not all the way, like, I don't know if I'll ever be all the way like where I want to be, but like I still have a lot of work and in healing, and I'm in a lot of pain still. And like I said, confusion and stuff, and I'm afraid that of making the wrong move, which is crazy because I've been protected. I've been not only watched over, which I knew at a young age, but protected. And now I realize I've been not only watched over and protected, but supported and throughout my whole life. So I really need to let go of that fear. And that's why I didn't even like putting fear in the title, because that's not something that that's not my MO. But I do want to keep it real, like, and there will be times where I want to share more clearly, like more exactly and precisely, but it's about getting comfortable with who's on the other side of this, and not just the audience, but the AI and the Google and the internet and the powers that be, and even this, and then the spirits and stuff. And just, so I just am doing my best in that way. So today I do have a couple of goals. I guess maybe we could try to review them, and then I'll go. I want to get some flea and tick treatment for the dog, because I think it'll be so much more fun. I feel like that's something that's holding me back, taking him places now that the bugs are out. And well, that's on the other side of town, so I have my hemp wicks, so maybe I'll stop in some stores and sell hemp wicks, because it would be nice for the trip to pay for itself at the very least, right? So there's my boobers. So yeah, and I don't want to, I used to be able to do 22 things off my list a day. Like I can make a list of 22 things and accomplish all but 2 of them, and then start the next day over, add 20 more to the list, and accomplish things, until I was in a major car wreck, major of my life, right? Major in my life, not like this huge newsworthy car wreck, but it was major in my life, life-changing. And for weeks, I kept trying to do that. And by like day 3, I was behind by 60 items. And so now I realize my new pace is like 1 thing a day. So I feel like there was something else more today, but maybe, I think connecting, getting some viewer hours, and creating content is one of my goals. So check. So yeah, that's good. We need 500 subs, so I need 378 more subs, and 3,000 viewing hours, or 3 million views of shorts. So in a year, in 365 days, to get to my next goal of being able to open up memberships and a store on here, because I have like so many things going on that are like between 88 and 97% ready to just pop off. But having this fear of like not knowing where to put my energy because of the house situation is holding me back. But I've come a long way, because I'm not under a bridge anymore. I'm not in a dried up creek bed. I've got a lease in my own name, so yeah. So we'll just keep on trucking. All right. Well, thanks so much for stopping in and listening to the end, or, all of that. So, let me know, like, maybe we could go through my books, and maybe I'll make a community post of what would we like to see on the channel from me. And it has to be original stuff. We can't be using copyrighted music. And like, I don't see how all these people are able to dance to Beyonce's song in clips, and they're like not getting muted. When I dance to music, the music gets muted. I'm so confused. I feel targeted. That's something else we could talk about, is targeted individuals. I actually have recorded a podcast on that in 2020 that has not been published yet, between myself and another targeted individual. Yeah, there's just so much. So I'm going to do my best to squash all this fear shit and serve with love and light. Yeah. All right. Well, here, look at the dog. Hi. Hi. We'll see you. Thanks. Hi. Yeah. Bye.